What's going on? Happy Friday. Actually on a lunch break at my job, so I wanted to squeeze a video in for the One Pride Nation. Shout out to the Detroit Lions fans everywhere, and shout out to the haters as well. In Motor City Sports Talk, we back in the building, and it's your boy CJ Goodfella narrating. Talking about Golden Tate. The reporters keep asking him about his contract, saying he don't know what to expect. He keeps saying that he want a new contract. He basically really pushing for it, and excuse the background noise. I'm on lunch break at work if I didn't tell you already. But it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. If they bring New England way to Detroit, I've been telling you guys, he's expendable, bro. If Golden Tate has a huge year, the Lions will pay him, but he's not getting paid before camp. It ain't going to happen. You know, he going to have to prove his worth this year. And basically, this year, he going to be auditioning for another team because if you look at what the Patriot way was, they let a lot of receivers walk. Wes Welker, you go back to David Givens, Deion Branch, you know, a lot of these receivers walk, and they just feel that their system is superior enough to do it. A lot of fans feel that Golden Tate, they value Golden Tate more than the actual Lions value Golden Tate, if that makes sense. Golden Tate, they feel like they can plug somebody else in and they can do the job. That's just what it is. The receiver position is just a dime a dozen. That's a position that you always could upgrade for cheap. That's how Golden Tate got here, because it was a hot draft year for receivers that year, and he had slim pickings, and it worked out for the Lions. You know, if they can get him back for the right price, yes, but they're not about to pay him Jarvis Landry-esque type money. Not going to happen. He's not a huge part of what the Lions do as far as them going forward in their future. This offense doesn't revolve around Golden Tate. And going forward, it won't revolve around Golden Tate. You know, he's not the supreme leader. He's not a Calvin Johnson. He's not a Barry Sanders. He ain't nobody like that in his offense. Most of the fans look at him, oh, he got this many yak yards, but have they won with Golden Tate? Has he been an integral part of them winning playoff games and Super Bowls? No. He knows that he's looking for a contract, but he's not going to get the number from the Lions. He could push and force their hand all he wants to, but it's not going to happen. Now, if he has a phenomenal season and is in a great season like his first 2 years here, especially his first year, yeah, they'll pay him. They probably talk extension to him, but I don't think the Lions have intentions on extending his contract this offseason. And if you ask my opinion, I don't think they have intentions on extending his contract next year. They bring all these receivers in from New England, the D3 receiver. They re-signed T.J. Jones. They're getting ready to replace him, and Theo Reddick is supposed to take a strong job in the slot, or a strong role in the slot receiver position this year. They're already preparing for life after Golden Tate, and you can see the writings on the wall. And people act like this guy's just, you know, he golden, you know, even though his name is Golden. But they're already ready to replace him. I can see the groundwork and working. He have a big year and force their hand and make them pay them. Make them pay him. That's good for him. I can see that happening. But, you know, when Calvin left, he gave up. He dropped a lot of critical balls. He fumbled. He got first down, ran behind first down. He came up short for touchdowns. He's had a lot of ball-headed plays, though. And it's at the point where he got benched before. People forget that when he gave up on the Lions a couple times. 2 years ago. Matter of fact, 2 seasons ago, I believe he gave up, or the season before last. However you want to say it. But he's begging for a contract. He's begging for that extension. But do the Lions value him like that? I don't think so. Not right now. You know, they don't value him for giving him extension. And it kind of would be smart if they plan on Golden Tate staying here. If they extend his contract, they create more cap space. So possibly they got enough cap space to get a Jonathan Hankins and add a piece of there too. But I think they want to play this out. And like I said, it's the same thing with Calvin Johnson. Not Calvin Johnson, the same thing with Ndamukong Suh. If they wanted Ndamukong Suh to stay here and they felt that he was going to be a vocal point to this defense, even though it was a different regime, they would have paid him the season before he went to a contract year. The same thing with Golden Tate. He going into camps without a contract. They really have no plans on re-signing him. Players that you want to keep and want to be a part of your program, you don't even let them remotely think they're about to hit the free agency market, because they're not going to franchise him. If they wanted him here before camp starts and they got some time for July, a lot of time before July start, they going to sign him. And if camp start and they don't sign Golden Tate, don't plan on him being here. He won't be here at the next season unless he takes a significant pay cut to stay with Detroit and takes a Patriot-esque friendly pay cut to stay at Detroit, and that won't happen. But I like Golden Tate, but I see where they going. You can replace receivers like that. Going towards 30, you can replace them. And people get mad that I say that, but it's the honest opinion. You know, 300-yard games last year. He caught 300. He only got 300-yard games. He's slipping. But I think that's accredited to Jim Bob Cooter, and sorry, Ebron not helping him out as well, too. But we gone.